Okay. Hi, we've been talking about butterflies and we read The Very Hungry Caterpillar, which is a fiction book. It's not about a real caterpillar. It's a pretend caterpillar, but we have a book today about a monarch butterfly, and this is a real story about a butterfly. It tells you facts about butterflies that are real, and it's by Gail Gibbons. And there's the butterfly. Isn't that pretty? It's a nice bright orange and it has black around it. And it's a monarch butterfly. If you go outside, you might be able to see some. Okay. And it's summertime and there's a breeze. And there on the milkwood leaf is a little egg. That's where the monarch butterfly lays their eggs. It's called a milkwood leaf. And it's kind of in the northern part where it's a little cooler. And it's a tiny little speck and it sticks to the leaf. So when it rains, you see the rain coming down and the wind's blowing, the egg is safe on the milkwood leaf. And then in a few days, the egg hatches and it turns into a caterpillar. And it crawls out and it's hungry. And the first thing it does is it eats the little eggshell that it was in. That's how nature feeds it right away. And then it eats the leaf it was born on. And that's why they're always laid on milkwood plants, because it's good for them to eat. Not chocolate cake and cherry pie. And as it eats and eats, it gets bigger. And as it gets bigger, it grows out of its little shell. So it has to break apart and grow a new one. And that's called molting. And it will molt about 5 times before it's finished growing as a caterpillar. And when it's just the right size, about 2 inches, something special happens. The caterpillar creeps to the end of a stem and it attaches itself there with its head down. See him hanging there? And he begins to grow a chrysalis. The skin splits apart and it moves up and a new blanket appears around him. You see, it's like a little blanket that's going to cover him. It's called a chrysalis. And at first, the chrysalis is long and soft, and then it shrinks and it hardens and it becomes a light green color with polka dots around that, outside. And inside, the monarch butterfly is beginning to grow. And about 2 weeks later, the chrysalis changes again. And it's transparent now. You can see through it. And you can kind of see that it's going to be an orange monarch. But it's still tucked inside that blanket until it's ready. And then the chrysalis breaks apart and the butterfly wiggles out. And he pulls himself all the way out. And then he's tired, so he needs to rest for a couple hours. And the wings are stuck together, so they need to sit in the sun and harden and dry. And then when they get bigger, he can fly. And this is called metamorphosis. That's a big word, huh? Metamorphosis. That means he's changed from one form to another. He was a caterpillar, and now he's a butterfly. After he waits and rests for a few hours, then he's ready to fly away. And he goes to different flowers. And he flutters up in the sky. And you know what? He's pretty safe from like birds and spiders and animals that might want to eat him, because that bright color tells them he doesn't taste very good. So they kind of leave him alone. And that's a picture of him up close. So he has fillers and antennas, and he has a head, and of course he has wings, and he has legs, and an abdomen, and a thorax. He's very beautiful, huh? So that's the story about a real butterfly. Now we'll do our song again, but it's a different song than it was in the last video. It's the same song, but a different version. How's that?
To the top of a tree, I think I'll take a nap, said he. Under a leaf he began to creep. He spun a chrysalis and went to sleep. Spring came along, shook him and said, wake up, you sleepy head. He spread his wings to fly. Look at me, I'm a butterfly. A caterpillar crawled to the top of a tree. I think I'll take a nap, said he. Under a leaf he began to creep. He spun a chrysalis and went to sleep. Spring came along, shook him and said, wake up, you sleepy head. Out of the leaf he spread his wings to fly. Look at me, I'm a butterfly.
Okay. Darn it. Hang on a sec. I was sure I turned that off. Sorry. Okay, so that was a real story, and then we watched a video that was kind of a cartoon. The other video, when we reread The Hungry Caterpillar, the video was about a real butterfly, so it switched. So that's kind of fun to see. And remember all the steps. There was an egg, then he turns into a caterpillar, he makes a chrysalis or a cocoon, and then he's a butterfly. Okay, we'll miss you and we'll see you soon.